crisis in 1956. So it really happened because King Kabaka II became the first president. So since he became a president, other tribes became jealous. Why the Baganda people? Why not us? So they tried to conflict and fight against each other. So that crisis, it was now fueled by Obote, Dr. Apple Newton Obote. He was a Ugandan, but from a Lango tribe, from the northern part of Uganda. So he became finally to be the Prime Minister of Uganda when he saw that now the king had a lot of powers and privileges. He was trying to fight for his time now to become now president. So that's why he instructed Idi Amin Dada, the chief commander of the army, to attack this palace. Because when our king was made the president, he officially made this palace to become his own state house. He was living king. So he could stay with all his people, the chiefs, the cultural leaders, but in the attack, many people died in it. So culturally in Uganda, we don't allow our king to spend the night in a place where was bloodshed. So that's why he will never spend the night in his house. But he only comes in over the day and spends some good time in it as an office. Then after attending his culture chiefs, meetings, the ceremonies, he has to be given back his palace. Along Jinja Road, it's called Manda Palace, just behind Chinese University. It's roughly 10 kilometers away from here. That's where the king stays. So it's the same way how maybe the king can lose like his son, his daughter, even the wife. He will never go for a funeral. So he's not allowed to participate in the funeral because he's a baby. As with babies, they're not allowed to read lasting lessons with bad history. History than what we expect.
Yeah.
The president is coming from Angola. Not small.
Guys, we are in Kabaka Kingdom, guys. So tune, just watch the video, guys. We are in Kabaka. Live on the.
You can have photos in the house because we are not going to go into the house. So it's an office for the king, so we can't go into the house. And as you can see, that they're just now trying to innovate and how we're going to because each and every after 2 years, it has to be painted. So the house that you see is called Kekebe, and Kekebe is the word in the ground which means let us unify all, like all let us unify and we develop the kingdom. So the house is finished and the name was brought from the Buckingham House. So the Buckingham looks exactly like this, but now in size it's really different. This is very small now. So this design it was now brought in Buckingham. So after Mwanga was exiled to the Sheffield Island after he had refused work with the British people. So his youngest son finally took over the palace. And his son was only 1 year and 1 month. And he became a king. Can I imagine for a 1 year and 1 month? He could not even understand our language, could not understand any of our cultures, our traditions, our norms. So that's why we ended up getting some chiefs to be as caretakers. Let us proceed, let's get a shade somewhere. Because I know with the sun, actually, Van says, okay, I'm okay with it. That's what that's about. The palace.
Yeah.
I'm just getting it for the first time. If you're tuning in, tune on. I am getting 6 years coming live.
Yeah, I'm coming live, guys. Yeah.
Let me ask you something as we are going. Is your team he only has one of them? Oh.
Anaona kuvi. Kwa bado kini hari bado. Ha?
Yuko.
Yeah,
But how comes again the Christian having one?
like official one. You want just
Because
one
if you
official.
are here, he told us that if you are here, you can be, you are entitled and free to work.
Yeah.
So you can wake up on Tuesday morning. I think we are seeing
Or I mean,
this one.
yeah,
This is the main car.
yeah.
How sure are you?
I'm 100%. Let's hear from him.
It seems that there is a squeeze here. Guys, we are approaching a particular car. Amazing one. Let's know about
So now, so I think when you just look at the frames of these cars, you just know that they were really expensive cars. So our king Kabaka too, after he attained his education in UK, he first went through some schools in Uganda, for King's College Budo, Makerere College. At the moment we only have them as universities, because long we didn't have universities in Uganda. So we have now them as universities, like Makerere University in Uganda. So from here, he went in UK for further studies. So he went to UK, went through the Magdalen College, went through the Cambridge International University. In Cambridge, he majored in political science and history. So from Cambridge, he joined the Sandhurst Military Academy, he majored in military science. Then he finally came back in Uganda. So the time that he came back in Uganda was a time of having the independence of Uganda, briefly. So we got our independence 9th October 1962. Then a year after, he was made to be the president of Uganda in 1963. So when he was ranked to be president, his classmate, Queen Elizabeth, it is alleged that they studied in the same class with Queen Elizabeth of England. So she was really too happy for her colleague to be the president of Uganda. She ended up gifting 2 expensive cars to the king. And those cars used to be called the Rolls Royce. So then, from driving a Rolls Royce, he bought a Daimler. From a Daimler, he bought a Cadillac. From a Cadillac, he bought a Jaguar. From a Jaguar, he bought a Bentley for his wife. So he was just living an expensive life, but again, annoying some people. So that's why the king finally, in 1966, Obote, the Prime Minister of Uganda, ordered Idi Amin Dada to come and attack the palace, overthrow him from power, and also to destroy all the properties of the king. So these cars were burnt and buried underground, and they stayed almost 27 years underground. That's why we have them in this parts. So the one that looks like a car is the Daimler, the chassis for the Cadillac, and the wheels of the Rolls Royce. But we managed to restore one car, it's called a Rolls Royce, and the king has it in his palace. But surprisingly, he doesn't allow anyone even to touch it. Because whenever just think that animal gets the memories that he used to spend with his dad. No, because his dad, after he lost the war, ran away from Uganda back to UK. She stayed in London along the Kingston Street, and the house was named to be Mutesa House. He stayed there. In 1969, so Obote, it is alleged that Obote sent an assassin to UK to assassinate our king. And our king was killed in UK while he was trying to celebrate his 45 years birthday party. He was poisoned with the whiskey that was taken. And that's how he lost his life. And his body was brought back in 1971 when Idi Amin Dada took over the powers. From now, there will be president. Now the prime minister, that had to be president, now for Idi Amin to become a president. And now Idi Amin, since he was also a military man, the king was a military man, so he brought back the body of his fellow military man. And it was laid placed in Kasubi tombs. And he was the last king to be buried in Kasubi tombs, and he was the father of the current king of Uganda. You can have photos if you wish to.
Utakaguza. Ngoja mipi. Utakaguza. Let's go along so that you can see the first car.
But the way I see these things, people are, the way it's bringing them out, Obote was an enemy of these people. He's not a terrorist. For us, when we like this sort of thing, who tried to save it. Unfortunately, the way you are saying is that the both of an enemy. You know, I don't want to pass it in this. But those are some of the questions that actually you have to ask. The portraying Obote as one of the baddest enemies, whether but for now, the person
Agreed. Unstoppable.
strong.
Fast. Even when he gets overweight, if he turns and he can see the goal, it's okay. Ronaldinho is very fast, but not as
So the houses that you see around, so these houses they used to be, some used to be little offices, organization offices. The time when I think I was not the president, they officially made this place to become the state house. But as you know, with the state house, it has to be all facilities. So that's why these used to be here. But as you know, with the war can't do anything normal. So they were totally damaged. See bullet holes on the walls. So the people living here at the moment, the people living here, these are the workers of the house. They're living here, but they don't qualify to live inside that house. So the thing is now planning to make them in houses. Now make this be like the beginning of the country. So they'll be renovated, but inside, not outside. Because the museum council I tried to see these houses look like this outside. To see people know how the war will affect them or affect them. So they'll be made to be left like how you see them, but inside they will be looking fancy and everything.
This was the office of Kabaka Mtesa one day. This was the office. Yeah, so we are going on. Even I do what I don't know. You know, they have a difficult name. So
These people who have stayed here are very relative to the king. Maybe in the next station. Or I think they may be workers. They may be mangoes. Yeah. You love mangoes?
Yes, of course.
You know, Uganda is blessed with climate, with fresh fruits and fresh food. Like for me in Uganda, like Italy, Spain, come to Brazil, I come to Jamaica, I come to Kenya, and you don't give me banana. I will say I had snacks. Anything without banana is a snack. If I eat banana, I will say I had a good meal in Brazil. When I get bananas in Kenya, I will say I had a good meal in Kenya. Italy, good meal. Banana, I will say I had only snacks in Kenya and other countries. So food is the only food in Uganda, and Uganda is banana. So that's why you have 27 types of banana. You love wine? More than a beer? More than you.
please like the video, guys. We are here. We are in Kabaka's kingdom, guys. That's why we are going on. All of these, they are Buganda's hectare. They say they have 100 and something hectares of Buganda kingdom of the king. You know, that king even today they exist. Yeah, they exist. So
Welcome to the Idi Amin Armory, and we hope you all know Armory. It's a place where they normally keep army weapons. So that was constructed by the Israelis. I know you are very, very surprised for the Israelis to be in Uganda in this way. So the Israelis at first were good friends to Idi Amin Dada. But later in future they became good enemies. So Idi Amin used them to make him this place because they were the only great architects we had in Uganda who could make underground tunnels. You know the Israelis are really gifted in making underground tunnels. Also he used them to make this place and he promised to pay them some money. But surprisingly no coin was given to them. He just chased them out of the country. So he had not used like an armory for like only 9 months and he tried to dig a better chamber. That's why it says where the moon was like trying to get a chamber where thousands of Ugandans lost their lives. So now the people who lost their lives in this place, the only profession, the engineers, the lawyers, the doctors, the judges, smart people only. So whoever tried to be against Idi and his village and others was an enemy to Idi. So that's why he finally turned against them. So they were claiming that Idi Amin was not educated. So there was no way how maybe to like do something good for the country. We had now to make them know that he can do something good forcefully. So that's why we talked to them and they them into this thing. So those are 5 in number. As a to see, the rest of the same side. But they used to lock 100 children as a one room each. Without food, without water, without oxygen, so they could suffocate, die of hunger and thirst. Can come in and
ja, jetzt hat die Feinde.
Haben sie es dann gebaut und dann hat er hatte versprochen, dass er viel Geld gibt und dann hat er
So it was also another way of torture because you could scream and your voice would bounce back to you in the silence. So now this place was constructed to be an armory, but later they changed the importance of it now to be torture place for people. So the 5 rooms are now going to be raised above the floor. They are just on the same side. So the reason as why they're making it above the floor It was because the people that really wanted to keep people in these rooms, they were really too heavy to be to the So they used to load them on trucks, and the truck is raised, so it was easy for them now to easily offload from the truck into the rooms and or from the rooms down to the trucks. So the rooms at first were properly ventilated, but later, the 9 months, after Idi Amin was totally humiliated and embarrassed by the professions, he blocked the ventilation systems on all the rooms, and also had now also put water down here. Water was also used as a filter way because they used to electrify the water. So some prisoners tried to jump into the water drain and water. Some of the rooms, so the whole the water, the whole thing, their hunger, fasting, and application. Some were armed, some were shot by the enemy, but this is damage. Maybe share a lot of that, the environment died. Yes, it was almost a local government. And all the bodies of the trucks in the night and taken out and down into the lakes and rivers. So the aquatic animals like the fish, the crocodiles, the eaten. So that's why in Rwanda many had now stopped eating fish. Because some ended up finding human body parts in the fish. And imagine going to the market extensively, you take it home, after portioning it, you find a human body like a finger, the tongue, the nose, and ear. So it really becomes really too nasty for you to still eat the chicken, the fish. So that's why whenever you come to this place, there's nothing good maybe I will talk about, but just bad things about it. So Idi Amin, he was someone in history who was only written about by things, but he also did some good positive things for the country. So Idi Amin is the reason as to why we have the Entebbe airport. So Idi Amin is the reason as to why we have one of the superior international hospitals in Uganda. Idi Amin Dada. Idi Amin explored out Asia out of Uganda just to give chance to Ugandans to dominate their own economic system and to develop the country. So Idi Amin's regime, there was no corruption. So he could kill the two. Whenever you be corrupted and whoever corrupted you, he would kill you because of that. Idi Amin used to supervise almost everything by himself without any hope and support. So that's why it was really too strict, and Idi Amin had a strong spy network. So Idi Amin was really too against the British. So that's why the British totally had now to talk ill about him without anything like positive. They could talk about Idi Amin because he was really a good enemy to the British now. Even though he finally had syphilis, and the syphilis finally turned his mind to be mad, because whenever you don't treat syphilis, it affects your brain. It makes you to become paranoid and mad. So when he was totally affected with the syphilis and becoming mad, that's when he finally turned to be harsh and brutal to fellow Ugandans. Because when I say he was good and he say, but he also killed people, it was the disease and also the struggle for power that he also loved. He never wanted anyone to overthrow him for power. So Idi Amin died in 2003 in Saudi Arabia, in a place called Jeddah, and he died of syphilis and kidney failure. Any question for me?
So you know what I'm saying in the souls of the people. The woman was guilty of the then the people would have put the country before the whole thing. That's why you have to struggle. Also because of the big fight. You would have been, but now the few minutes. Now the history is not really good in place, but the truth has to be. Many countries have put like history. In Germany, they do. In Kenya, the jail house. In Kenya, the jail house.
Buye kone kan.
So amazing, eh? So amazing. Gita.
Yeah.
How do you, what can you say?
I didn't knew. I knew about Kabaka, just Kabaka only. Yeah, the kings. I didn't know about the
You know, even
chamber.
the chambers are there.
Yeah.
There is an history of Jamin Dada. I think
In form.
No, form 4. You get that in form 4.
Yeah.
So guys, this one, you remember the history?
Yeah.
It was constructed by Israelites.
Israelites.
But
And they came to be enemies with the Israels. Israels, they were being paid by Idi Amin, but after building the chamber, the chamber was for Amari chamber. You can see they have just lighted it. Yeah, so let's go, guys. Tosokiri. Yeah.
you see how Africans kills their Africans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let us know where they're watching from. Tell us where you're watching from.
Mwenye nuko watch. Simi naona hapa. Ni shida ta ujari. Huh?
Post.
Jumuiko anaikehara.
Ndio ukangingo kamera. I think now we are going here.
Yeah.
We are going here. Alright. It's taking us there.
Are you all here?
Yeah.
So, in Uganda, long ago, before moving cotton, so we had nothing to put on. But now God gave us the knowledge, almost utilizing everything that we had to get something to put on or wrap around with our body parts. So our ancestors were hunters. After they hunted, they used to remove the animal skins, and they used to put on their clothes. So they also used to make a lot of research onto the tree barks. So the tree is called the African fig tree. Botanically, you can call it the Ficus antilances. So in Kenya, it's a sacred tree to the Kikuyus.
Mm.
So we only peel off the skin of it. We are not damaging the tree or even killing off the tree. Because after removing the skin, you need to wrap something around. Like as you may get a wound, so then after plaster, then to expose it to a fresh air. Then after 8 months, another skin comes out again. So the skin is normally peeled off from the tree. Surprisingly, we get a fabric from it. We mallet it for 8 hours non-stop. So it needs energetic men, not ladies, but men only, to make one fabric. Because the skin of a tree totally stretches like 8 times to 9 times the original size. You spread it in the sun, it dries, it now turns to be reddish brown color. As you're going to see inside. You may think it's leather, but it's not leather. But just the skin. Can I have a seat? Can I have a seat, please? Facing me. So after peeling off the skin, that's it, we normally bring it inside here. So this is what we call a wooden pin, and these are the wooden mallets. So immediately after removing it from the spring, you have to start now beating it. So these mallets have got different grooves. These are really too deep. These are not grooves. So when you try to beat like this, there's a way how it really leaves the marks onto this for 2 hours non-stop. Then after you get these grooves to get intact to the grooves that you made on the fabric, make it stuck, then you stretch it. That's how it normally stretches. Still being used for 2 hours again. Then after, you need to mash it. But when in the process of beating or malleting this, and you try to get tired, so there's a way how it tries to harden up. So when you try to relax, it hardens. And doesn't feel it. It hardens. But when you keep on beating, it really softens. It's now very soft. It's like paper now. Then after 8 hours, soak it in water, you steam it, you smoke it on fire, then you get this fabric. It looks like leather, but it's not. So that's why it's like a net. You can even see through when you put it. So it is our original fabric into the kingdom, and we normally use it for many things. For decorating our houses, or also we normally use these mosquito repellent fabrics. When I burn this fabric, the white smoke that comes out of this, it gets the mosquitoes in the house. So it means for like for 2 weeks, for 2 to 3 weeks, I will not have the mosquitoes in my house. For the year doing this. So in German, they're now using the skin for decorating this, the Mercedes-Benz car interiors. And it covers the cushions out of this. Adidas now making shoes out of this and Puma. So we also make many things out of it. The king, upon his coronation day, he has to put it on to show the respect to the ancestors who invented this. So in my free time with my guides here, we do some paintings on it, and we normally make these paintings for our visitors. It's something that you can take, which is really authentic and original. All the world know about it because of the brand. So many of my work, or the work is for my colleagues, and that's my line. They take me just all my work. What is my thing is my in case maybe you have any of the pieces, I'll give you the price. It is easy to take, you just need to roll it. When you reach the sound stage, you turn on the back, you iron it without steam, with a red hot iron. To make it flat the way how it was, then finally you can provide a good frame for it. So we didn't frame for easy transportation. Because whenever you frame, it becomes really hard for the visitor to take. So please take your eyes round in case of anything that will give you the translation. You can pay in all currencies if you have currencies. You can stand up. Yeah, that's the background of the maidens. I should be done. Sorry? I'm just trying my best. The hard-working woman with a traditional house. So try to make this Black African Jamaican colors. Have you seen one? Seen before?
There's Rastafari.
Rastafari. Yeah. Anything? You okay? My brothers, anything you want to take back to Kenya? Then when you come back now, how much is the cape? The cape is 50,000 shillings, Ugandan shillings, not Kenya. So 50,000 Kenyan, it's a lot of money.
Ah, yeah.
But now 50,000 Ugandan, it's less.
Okay. And we will come and
pick that one day. You're good?
Thank you.
Kwani nkuyatolea handi? Bado. Ngakoma nkupa hirai. Ito alisema hii ni ya nani? Hii gari.